Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mrbigmick, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today, I am very proud to say I am going to be ranting and raving about several issues that have popped up that are basically driving me insane. We all don't want that, do we? Apologies for not having videos the last week or so. My family's been going through a bit of a crisis. My dad's been in the hospital for a while. He had a brain tumor, so yeah, apologies. He's doing okay now, so don't worry, but keep him in your thoughts. Anywho, I am here to talk about some of the issues that have been popping up, such as the issue with Mass Effect 3. I'm sure all of you have seen the Total Biscuit video where he talks about how he's going to be protesting the game by not purchasing it. I am going to have to agree with him on this. I'm tired of not being sold a complete game. I'm tired of people sending out games and constantly trying to do everything they can to nickel and dime the gamers and make things a lot less pleasant for us. It it's extremely frustrating because so far they've been relying on the goodwill of gamers in order to get away with things like this. And I got the feeling there's going to become a point where it's just going to become so ridiculous that gamers are going to resort to piracy and the industry is going to crash. Is this going to happen? Probably, if things aren't changed. Problem with games right now is they are so bad on some of the DLCs that it is ridiculous. They push out DLC after DLC after DLC, and a lot of them are, 20, 30 minutes of content or a couple of things here and there for about $5. Considering for $5 you can buy an indie game which will probably get you several hours of enjoyment as opposed to this slight add-on to a game that you already own. Or even worse, they'll sell you something that should be in the actual game on release, such as the From Ashes thing in Mass Effect 3. That is extremely irritating considering the fact that that was something they put development time towards. Now, I'm not going to blame the gaming developers completely. I am not really mad at BioWare. My anger is directed towards EA. I am angry at the publishers because they, from the business side of things, are constantly trying to encourage them to put out DLC. And it's become to the point where it is just completely ridiculous. I was extremely, extremely proud of the guys who did Twisted Metal because they said, this is our game. It is complete. If there are bugs, we'll fix them. But we're not adding any new content. Everything that's there is everything we want in the game. It is done. And to do that takes a lot of balls in this today's industry because it's essentially saying, this is our game. It's done. It's perfect as is. We love this game the way it is, and we are going to stand by our word in that. There's nothing else we want to add in. And just that fact alone makes me extremely proud of those developers, as opposed to people who are like, oh, well, we're going to put 1,000 DLCs in here. Why? Why do you do this to us? Now, a lot of the casual people who play games, such as the stereotypical guy who plays COD, is not really going to care. He's going to continue to be paying stuff for DLC, the slight extra thing here and the slight extra thing there. Because it's like, well, it's just $10 a month. That's not really too bad. I don't really care. It's going to give me a couple extra maps. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? If you're going to give me a DLC, give me something that'll give me several hours of enjoyment. Something incredibly critical, to my enjoyment. Don't give me something incredibly critical to my enjoyment. Give me something that will enhance my enjoyment and add something new to the game that is worth my money. Because a lot of the DLCs that are currently out, I'd rather just go to Steam and pick up a couple indie games. I picked up Terraria on Steam for $2. That's given me days of enjoyment as opposed to some of these DLCs which give me 20 minutes. It's not worth it for some of them. And I want a complete game when it is sold to me. I want a game that works. I want a game that has everything that was promised. I know that's a lot to ask. Considering I'm a WoW player, I know what it's like to not have promises fulfilled. And I want a game that is given to me in knowing that they did everything they could to make this game as good as possible, and they put the development time into something like this. I don't care if there's skins and custom stuff like that out. I don't care. Really, I don't. But I want development time to go towards making this game a better experience for me, for other gamers, for the consumers, for the industry in whole. And I'm extremely tired of the constant nickel and diming that is coming from the publishers. And, you know, some are more at fault than others. I think EA and Activision are some of the worst, just in general, when it comes to stuff like this. And it's beginning to wear on the nerves of the gamers. And if more and more of them start resorting to piracy, then nobody wins. Because then the gaming industry will be like, well, we're not making any money, and these are all a bunch of ungrateful bastards, so we're going to take our development money somewhere else and do something else. And then less games will be made, or lower quality games will be made, and then everybody will just be sitting around going, well, that was stupid of us. It's not worth it. So please, for the love of God, if somebody is watching this and who has some sort of sway in the video gaming industry, I know it's a long shot, but I have to ask it anyway. Please stop trying to wrench out every single penny from us. You are losing our goodwill. You are losing our faith, and you are making us hate you. That's not good. Don't make your number one group of people who buy stuff from you hate you. It doesn't make any sense to do that. That's like selling cars and having selling. It's like, well, do you want doors with your car? Do you want seat belts? Do you want seats to go with your seat belts? Don't do that, please. So if any of you are watching who are in the gaming industry, please take notice of this. I highly doubt anybody is. Anywho, now that I have that rant out of the way, I am going to talk about some of the stuff on the channel coming up. The computer that I'm supposed to be getting has been pushed to next month. Some of the parts for it aren't coming in until next month, and like I said, it's sort of a hand-me-down computer. I'm actually getting 3 computers. I'm going to combine everything into one big Frank computer, which is going to be awesome. And I'm pushing off some of the things that I want to do until then, such as Terraria and League of Legends, because I can't get the recording quality that I deem worthy on this computer. I'm also pushing back some of the WoW stuff. I can obviously do the Iron Man challenge, but there's a few other things I have planned that I'm going to wait till I get my new rig before I start doing things like that. I'm going to continue with the Iron Man challenge, and I have a couple other projects lined up that should be pretty entertaining for you. I will start making vlogs again because I was told from some people that they enjoy watching me do vlogs. I'm not entirely sure why. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this very much. My name is Mrbigmick. Please feel free to thumbs up, subscribe, thumbs down, don't subscribe. It is really a free country, and leave any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, gripes, groans, or moans in the comments section below this video. My name is Mrbigmick, and above all, good hunting.